Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your September 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It's a privilege and honor to connect with you, read for you, and of course ascend with you, because that's what we all do over here, Angel Gang. And for those that already know the deal, the usual suspects, how are you guys? I missed you. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, of course. And for those that timestamp the reading, can you please continue to do so? I appreciate you guys. I have just a couple of announcements. It won't take long. But I am launching for you guys, or have launched, should I say, www.queencup.ca, which is the official site for Angel Gang as of now. All right, guys. There's where you'll book your personal readings when I am accepting them, because I'm not right now. And but it is where you can now purchase frankincense. So the frankincense you guys see me burn in all your videos, I burn them throughout the day. It's just burning frankincense has been a part of my life for many years now. But it's taken me at least 2 years to be able to get the quality and the quantity that I would need in order to get it to all of you. So being able to tap into that and finding a proper supplier. So I am offering in each jar a 50-50 blend of the Kartiri, which is directly sourced from Africa, and the Surata frankincense resin, which is directly sourced from India. Both of them are very potent in medicinal properties and are fantastic for smudging, cleansing out a space. Keep in mind, guys, frankincense is an antiseptic. Okay, so if you even want to increase the air quality in your home, close all the windows, burn the frankincense, and then open all the windows and clear it out. Usually that's best to do after you've cleaned your house. All right, it will really increase the quality. Anyway, you guys will educate yourself. I'm going to go do a live so we can talk about all things frankincense, and we can share the knowledge that we have, because a lot of you guys already know about frankincense, which is why you guys have been on me to get the good. So now that I got the good, it is available for you at the shop at www.queencup.ca. All right, guys. So we're going to get into the downloads, into prayer, and then get into your spread. Scorpio, I'll be honest, I was getting an energy of almost like a surprise, but it's funny. I was tapping into the person who knows the surprise. So not the person who's about to be surprised or the person planning the surprise. I'm tapping into someone who is privy to it. And it's funny because that person, and very well collective, it can be you guys, because I'm tapping into your energy, but there is someone who, or you already know who this person is. Meaning you're going to hear this and you're going to know exactly who would do something or behave this way or whatever. But the person who is privy to the surprise is responding one of two ways. They're either can't contain themselves because they're so excited and actually might slip up and fuck up a surprise and not mean it, or tell somebody else who fucks up the surprise, or makes it kind of obvious because they can't contain themselves. They might let it slip, or not. Either way, if anything, if it's that friend who's really happy for you, you're just going to go, that's why you were fucking, and they're going to be like, I could barely keep it in, regardless of what the secret is. Okay, surprise. Now, I'm also tapping into another collective of people privy to this surprise, and they are fucking not happy. Collective, this could be a coworker who knows that you're going to be promoted. This could be a boss who knows that there is another boss higher up from them who wants to succession you without consulting them. Not consulting them in the sense of wanting their feedback about you, but it's almost like if this is in the workplace, I'm tapping into somebody who gave positive feedback about you, meaning, oh, they helped me with this, and oh, they're on my team with this, and oh, let me ask this person for this. Collective, talking about you. And this boss is now going to succession you without asking your boss. So your boss isn't even privy to the fact that you are either going to match them. I don't feel like you're going to be put in a position to be over them, to be honest. I just think that this could be a director who's going to make a senior person a manager. So now you and your manager are equals. And I feel like your manager, like if this is a low vibrational manager, they didn't realize they weren't, this person, if they could go back, they would have manipulated it to talk shit and not actually be open with you about open with their boss about how much of a help you've been. Which I think is why this boss who's making this decision was smart, because they know people do that. So they were actually vetting you through a boss without your boss knowing the opportunity and that you were being vetted for something. So yeah, I see, which I feel like for some of you, you might be offered a position where you're now going to match a boss. So you're going to be brought into a manager position, and whoever this person is, they're going to coach you about how to manage the relationship now that the dynamics changed. So this could be you, collective. You're a manager and somebody you've been supported. Your boss is now going to hire them to be a manager, and part of your ego is going to be triggered because you are probably still going to be put in a position to help this person and guide this person because you've been a manager longer, and your ego might be like, no, I don't want to fucking help them. Maybe I want a promotion. Maybe I should be, they're not my equal. I've been supporting. It's that kind of energy. I'm not sure who you are in it, Scorpio, but either way, yeah, that was kind of the pre-download energy I was getting for you. So let's get into prayer and get into your actual spread, Scorpio. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Yeah, so the frankincense, this is the small jar. All right. These are the vials you get in the starter kit. This is the starter kit here. It comes with a stick of charcoal, 2 vials of frankincense, and a stack of stones here, which is a way to smudge. All right. As you know, our ancestors have been stacking stones to make furniture and all kinds of shit. So stacking 3 stones is actually a great way to burn the charcoal because each stone will absorb a lot of the heat. So it takes a long time to actually get this heat to pass through all 3 stones. And I actually spent a lot of time finding the right stones and soaking them and cleaning them and polishing them. So yeah, that you can have this nice tower, or if you are new or are bougie, I do offer for you guys these more actual burners. All right. They're little bowls. They have the little pegs at the bottom so you can nicely sit them on something without it, fully having all the heat on it. Never put something like that hot on glass, guys. I'm just telling you right now, me doing it here on glass is still not safe. I'm doing it because I'm here. It's super attended. And I would never let this get hot enough to actually crack the glass, but it could. Like if I put this top rock on top of this glass like that, it could. Either way, these are offered as well. But yeah, really excited about that, guys. Really excited. A little sack of little stones. Stepping stones. I thought it was so ironic. Anyways, I'm in my own world. All right, Scorpio, let's get into your spread. Some of you guys are in your own world. Some of you guys are looking at somebody and you know they're talking shit. You're looking at somebody and you know they're trying to sell you a dream, but you're just trying to determine why. It's almost like you want a motive. You know what somebody's doing, you just don't know why they're doing it. So it's almost like you're not letting the person know that you are privy to what they're doing. It seems like somebody's trying to do something and has an ulterior motive. And I feel like you understand that something isn't right. You're just trying to understand why somebody is doing this, why somebody isn't just being honest, why somebody isn't just telling you, not didn't just tell you, isn't. Like, meaning you're looking at somebody and you're identifying. It's like you're looking at somebody and you know they're keeping something from you. They're straight lying to you. They are exaggerating something. This is you not insulting your own intelligence and intuition by pretending that you believe somebody that you know is lying dead to your face, or insulting yourself and thinking that this is a good idea, even though you know it's not, and somebody's trying to make you think it is. Like, I don't know. I'm just looking at Scorpio, looking at somebody. Your mouth isn't moving, but I can hear your thoughts. And you're looking at someone and you're going, no, I don't believe that. But you're not saying anything to them. And I think, and I'm questioning, why aren't you saying anything to them? Like, you're lying, or and you're trying to tell me there's a reason. Like you're trying, it's this, it's this. You could respond and say, hey, I'm lying. I know you're lying, eh? I know you're talking shit. I know you're lying, or I know that's bullshit. Like, what are you trying to sell to me here? But it's almost like you're deciding not to do it because you want to see how far somebody takes this lie, how deceitful somebody can be, why somebody, what the motive is. Like there's something. You guys are being very strategic, Scorpio. It's like that. It's like the scorpion, right? That you're not ready to sting somebody. You're just watching. You know you're gonna sting somebody, but you're just not doing it yet. I'm trying to get this message out as best as I can. Death. You know some of you might know you're gonna end something, but you're being strategic about when. So maybe you are being deceptive, collective, in making somebody think that you're sticking around. This could be in the workplace. Your employer could be talking to you about plans 6 months down, and you're going, yeah, absolutely. And you're interviewing. Or you know that you are starting your own job, or you're starting your own business, and you're going to be out of there too. So I feel like some of you are being deceptive, but it's from an enlightened place. It's like you're not disillusioned. You know why you're lying, and you know what it's for, and you actually don't have any fear surrounding your lie, meaning you have no problem telling the truth. The thing is that you are being strategic with why you're lying right now, or why you're withholding information from somebody, which they would consider as being like you lied, and you're going, call it what you want, but I did that for this and this reasons. Like I'm seeing that a little bit, collective. The energy feels a little bit intense. Some of you guys' work has been really, really intense, and there's a need. Some of you guys are finding it hard to go home and kind of relax. Some of you, it's so uptight and tense and dog eat dog, cutthroat in the workplace. You're having to be so serious that when you go home, you are being serious to your kin, and it's creating like a separation type of feeling with the people that you live with. That's for some of you. You guys are so cute. I heard, I miss you. I like your sweater. What deck is that? The Weaver Tarot. Thread of Fates, the Weaver Tarot. I'm hearing you guys just chatting. You guys are, we're gonna link up, eh? And I'm gonna plan a link up. And I'm going to burn a whole fucking pound of frankincense all in one go. We're going to have like a real libation. Okay, like we're going to send a massive heap of energy. Like if I do meet and greets, we're going to do that. You know? Yeah. Libations, music, food, beer, frankincense, I'll burn. 8 of coins. Yeah, I'm thinking about work. Now, yeah, this is that energy. I was back into channel. I'm tapping into some of you, and your work is really, really intense. Some of you feel like you're spinning your wheels, meaning there's nothing that you can do to get you to move forward in your career or with regards to something you're working on in the workplace. Some of you feel like your employer is setting you up to fail, meaning they are tasking you with things that you know you can't be successful in. So you're doing a lot of asking your employer, like, how do you want me to make that happen? You're feeling like they're setting you up to fail. For some of them, they are, because they know they have to let go of a bunch of people. Some of them want to, for their own, like for certain insurance reasons, they want to make it seem like it's about performance when really it's about the numbers. The Ace of Coins, it's about the money. They don't have the money to keep as much staff. So if they are reviewing people and letting go of people because, like, this could be an employer who is plotting to let people go in advance, meaning all of a sudden you might get a bad review and not know why, or feel like you need to debate a review, or feel like your boss is nitpicking you. And for some of you, it's in preparation to let you go. There's the institution right there, the company, and there it is to let you go. But it's not just you, it's a bunch of people. Some of you guys are in a group of people who are going to be let go. Like I'm getting a mass layoff or letting go. So I don't see you guys taking it personally. Two of Coins. Some of you are like, I was juggling leaving anyway. Some of you like, I have something to work on anyway. Some of you being let go is going to make you available for something that you might have been juggling. So it's almost like for some of you, it is a relationship. Like for some of you, if it's a relationship, this is somebody saying to somebody, oh, you want to go? Okay, no problem. Because in the back of their mind or privately and secretly, they have a whole other relationship that they were considering moving towards anyway. It's that. Somebody's getting let go from a job. They're like, it's totally cool. I wanted to invest in my own business or make myself available to work somewhere else anyway. So somebody's going to take their severance and invest it in their business furthermore, or gets a job relatively quickly. Some of you guys weren't even looking for work or didn't even anticipate being let go, but you did realize that there was some kind of misalignment. So you might have been thinking like, I don't want to work here anymore. This commute's really bad, or I hate my boss, or I don't just like doing this anymore. I'm tired of doing the same mundane thing over and over again. All of a sudden you're being let go. You need to tether it to that because you were manifesting this let go. You get what I mean? Even though you weren't looking for new work, even though you weren't going to resign or leave your job, but when you put out into the ethers that you weren't happy where you were at, the divine brought in an alternative option for you. And the alternative option seems to be manifested by you not having this option anymore that you were so Four of Pentacles comfortable in. So now you are going to go out and find the other option that's going to make you happy because you have no choice. So some of you are going to have the rug pulled from underneath you so that you could have beautiful wood flooring, and so that you can never have the rug pulled from under you again because you don't have a rug underneath you. You have wood flooring or ceramic tiling or laminate. Something a little more permanent, like. So yeah, because that's why I feel like for some of you, I feel like the reason why I'm telling you this is not to make you afraid of losing your job. You should never be afraid of losing your job. If you love yourself enough to know that you unlock abundance within, you'll always seek opportunity. You'll always unlock opportunity, or at least where you're at. But shit. Yeah, this is more so because I feel like some of you might get let go of and completely detach it from how you manifested this because you didn't want to be there anymore. You're just going to be hit with the fact of, I wasn't looking for another job. I don't have another opportunity. I wasn't planning to leave here right now. Well, that could have been the problem, right? That you kept telling the divine you weren't happy somewhere, but you weren't seeking opportunity and you weren't fixing to leave where you were at. So the divine then helps you by freeing you, i.e. a tower, from this oppressive environment. And if you aren't remembering that, you're going to wallow in this or realign yourself with another employer out of a panic and then be in the same position, complaining about you not really liking this job, but then not seeking opportunity and not doing anything about it. So there's a karmic pattern that somebody is coming out of with regards to employment. So this is going to the divine and saying, thank you, I'm grateful. This is getting let go and being like, all right, thank you, divine, for doing what I wasn't able to do because I didn't see a way. This just seems a little bit abrupt. But the reason why I think this is abrupt is because if you have faith and optimism, we saw the Ace of Coins, the 10 of Cups, the fulfillment you get from the opportunity you are now available and have to seek is going to make you way happier. And the joke is if this employer didn't let you go, or if this relationship didn't let you go, you would have never seeked this. That's the problem. That's why the divine crashed this. That's why the towers to me are always good, even if it feels like shit. It feels like shit when you get dumped or let go of. It feels like shit when an employer lets you go after all your efforts you put in to be successful there. You know what I mean? And then you, I don't know, this is definitely blessing in disguise type energy for sure. That's so cliched, but it is. So much fulfillment comes in. It kind of was like the reading I got where I think it was Pisces about, do you want the good news? There's some people in the collective who were going to get bad news first and then good news. And it was from the divine. It was from the universe. They were truths. Both of them were truths, but one was a truth of shadow that triggered lower vibrational feelings in the asker. And then there was good news that triggered higher vibrational energy in the asker. But both of them were coming in. Either one, however they came in, they were coming off of the tail of each other. It was almost like the divine wanted you to feel both. Get the yin and the yang, the existence of both, allowing both to exist. Does the bad news take away from the good news? Does the good news take away from the bad? Or can both of them exist in your reality? And both of you, and you're going to be challenged to let both of them exist in your reality. The yin and the yang right up here. Six of coins under the 10 of coins. Death again. There's your energy, Scorpio. Your season keeps coming up on license plates, on everything. I don't know. It was like August. Leo season, Leo season. Mind you, Leo season was so enlightening and there was so much healing that got wrapped up that brought in a certain level of peace that makes the collective unwavering. Meaning the collective can be rocked with hellfire and there's a certain level of solid sturdiness, because when you walk through the valley of the death, what the fuck else is going to rock you? It's got to take you out kind of energy. So I just feel that really solid lion strength energy in the collective, and it was pretty impressive. I'm hearing like how you look at a lion and you think it's impressive, right? But anyways, November now, Scorpio energy. I don't know, but it's in the middle of your spread. The moon, I don't know. 10 of Cups. Some of you guys have gotten really clear. There's been an illusion that was removed off of a social group that you had. It's a group of friends that projected this sense of sis and sisterhood and friend, like family, and it wasn't that. It was an illusion. Some of you guys are realizing with the 10 of coins and the 10 of cups and the moon, it was some of you guys didn't feel the sense of family, but there was a sense of family. And I think the reason why logically you were resonating with a group of people was because the dynamic of family was similar to one that you had with your actual family. Even if it didn't resonate, even if it didn't reflect a high vibrational, divine relationship, family, social group, you went out into the world and created a similar dynamic. And it's like, it's not family. Like I'm hearing some of you say like, we're not family. I'm seeing you telling people you're questioning your friendships with them. I'm seeing you telling your friends that this is unfair, this is unbalanced. I'm seeing some of you guys, some of you guys ascended your shadow. And some of you guys, your shadow is going to pin somebody else's shadow down with the truth. Remember, your shadow, when it's tamed, will find the truth in the darkest of places. Some of you guys are going to exorcise the dark out of somebody with your own shadow by fucking drawing out the truth. You're going into the crevices of them. You're letting your shadow go into the crevices of somebody and expose all their truth to their face. This person, because it is your shadow that's doing it. It's not your higher self, because your higher self doesn't feel a need to do it. Your higher self just has compassion. You understand? This is your shadow finds the dark in the truth in the darkest of places, while your higher self will find the God. Will never be blinded by light. Will always find the truth. Okay? The light will never shine too bright for your higher self. The truth will never be too much. Your higher self can never get enough of the fucking truth. And then your higher self will always have enough compassion for the capacity of truth that your higher self and your soul can have. You will have the matched level of compassion your higher self will. But your fucking shadow, I'm seeing it like a hound dog. And I'm seeing you having it on a leash when dealing with somebody. So meaning you're trying to restrain yourself but your shadow is going into the soul of somebody and all their dark places, and you are drawing up the fucking truth. It's like a dog digging up a bone. You're digging up the truth, and you are saying, I can feel it. Holy shit, it's intense, but that's angel gang. It is. Your fucking shadow needs to seek the truth, because the truth is God. For light and for dark, the truth is God. The truth is the most important thing. Without the truth, there isn't even any love. It's just a likeness of love. Because without the truth, it's an illusion. I see some of you guys' shadow pinning up, because that's the new timeline. You're not even going to touch this person, collective. Your shadow isn't even going to touch this person. Your shadow is going to suss out what they hide. Oh boy, I have to come out of that one. Oh fuck. Because that person, I feel like they can't run. It's like when a dog's on you and it's too close, you can't run. You need to just stand there. Your shadow is going to have somebody just standing there. For some of you, it's your friend. I see you just turning around to your friend and being like, what? You know what I know about you? Like, oh, fuck. See, this is what happens when I do the readings in the night. The later it gets, the more, I don't know, the 5 of Cups. I feel collective, you're going to make somebody regret. It's almost like somebody tried to expose your shadow. The problem is, Scorpio, you've gone through the death, meaning you have died and resurrected the dead parts of you. So there's nothing about your shadow anybody can expose. But your shadow knows that not everybody's like that. Your shadow is going to make people want to come out into the light. This here is very, very powerful. I'm speaking to somebody who's very, very ascended, meaning their shadow is not just tamed, but their shadow has been trained, meaning you trained your shadow to seek the truth. Those are very, very high level ascension skills, meaning you can go into the darkest of places. Somebody lies to you and you trust your shadow when it tells you that person just lied, or that person is disgusting and evil, even though they're smiling. Like I was talking to my uncle today, and he was talking about how Kris Kringle was a pedophile. Your shadow would know that, right? Your shadow would say that isn't right. I don't know why that came in. And because I don't feel like to elaborate on it, because my uncle was really ill. It started with Halloween, right? And he's like, Halloween was all about, this is when it was okay for them to take women and drink their blood. The Catholics were drinking blood. I'm like, okay. And then he proceeded to the next holiday, which was Christmas, and how Santa Claus was a pedophile, he was bringing all these young kids onto their laps and breaking into their homes and their bedrooms and shit. And it really, really fucked me. I was like, okay, uncle, please. I'm like, I don't celebrate any of these pagan holidays anyways, but still, like, fuck. Shit. Even though I loved Halloween. I was trick-or-treating until, like, people were threatening me. They're like, if you come back to the store, we're going to call the cops. Because there'd be, like, 8 of us. We're, like, 17 with hoodie tracksuits and, like, masks from the fucking dollar store. We look more like we're going to rob their house, and then we go, trick or treat. They're like, what the fuck? But it's funny. But then when we did find somebody who would give us candy, they're like, take it. Just take the fucking. Those are the good old days. I loved free candy. I thought that was the most amazing thing. And then, of course, my mom, being the typical sad, she's like, they poison and kill people with the candy. You got to look and check through it all. I'm like, okay, Ma. Oh, that's from an inside joke. When my mom was telling me at 12 years old, she's like, there's going to be a day when you want to go to a club, and you better know that if you put your drink down, someone's going to try to drug you, rape you, and kill you. I'm like, jeez, Mom. So my friends had no idea. They're like, yo, you're super cautious. I'm like, bitch, people are dying out here. Shout out to my mom, the ace of coins. All right, let's get back into it. Somebody either regrets not taking an opportunity, regrets not offering something sooner, regrets not offering it initially. I was tapping into that energy, Scorpio, where there was going to be people who committed to something not long ago and literally have another opportunity. They're going to question. Some of you guys are going to be initiated into questioning something that you spent time to put your head and your heart to agree to, commit to. It's not to fuck you up. It doesn't mean you made the wrong decision, because for many of you, you made the right decision, which is why the divine can initiate you with another contract, a better option, or you'll be so solid that any other options could come in. But because for some of you, you're going to commit yourself to something and you're going to get another opportunity. It could be a job. It could be another romantic partner. Okay. Or another home. Okay. Rental, something, I don't know. And some of you are immediately going to be questioning. Some of you, it's in order, you're going to realize from that you are where you're supposed to be and that you made the right decision. While for others of you are going to say, I made the right decision from that time, from that place. The divine is trying to align some of you, and you need to allow the divine to align you, because that is very collective for the people I read for, that you guys move and then move in a couple of months. Get a job again in a couple of months. Manifest a partner, commit to it, and then manifest another partner, and are now in the lover's energy. Remember, I was telling you guys in the new timeline, there was a lot of third-party energy, but it wasn't that line bullshit, low vibrational nonsense. Everybody was being honest, but it was juggling compatibility. Who am I best with? What opportunity is best for me? Yeah. Because not all of you are just going to abandon what you've got for the new opportunity, while for others of you, you're not going to regret the decisions you made. You're going to see, or need to see, that the divine is trying to align you, wanted you to commit, wanted you to sign that contract because of where that contract was going to bring you. Now the divine's like, great, collective is exactly where I want them to be. Mentally, emotionally, and physically and logistically. Boom, now let's bring into them another opportunity. So you see what I mean about aligning you to get you to the highest level of fulfillment, to where you're supposed to be, so that you look back in 2 years and say, yes, that's exactly why that all happened, because it got me all here. And this is so cool how that unraveled. But now we're in a timeline where not everything is in retrospect. So it's getting to see that in this moment, like, oh, cool, this is part of a process. The divine's moving me along. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of beating yourself up because narcissistically, what you expect certain things to bring you. Needing this Virgo energy, needing to be mutable in earth. Letting your stability move a little bit, right? Even your thought process. Some of you collective are going to have things about how you look at the world, commitment, okay, money, time, those kind of things. How you look at those things are going to be challenged, so that you can expand your understanding of them. Not so that you can just scrap everything you've learned and say, well, now I've got to inherit this and start. No, there's like a progression here. I don't know, like these stairs, like a progression here. And then the devil in the bottom. I think the devil energy is just trying to get people to not see the bigger picture, try to get people to only see the negative in situations. Devil energy is trying to get people to not see the potential in something because they haven't experienced it before. So that's that energy where the devil can easily just say to somebody that doesn't exist. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever experienced it? So then what the fuck are you asking for? Meanwhile, the divine's like, you're asking for the new timeline and what you're destined and fated to bring in. Don't listen to that fool. Right? Fucking spicy. I heard either somebody said that to me, or that was a channeled message for somebody. The Seeker of Cups and Justice. Some of you guys find something. I was getting that too. 7 of Cups. You found something that you couldn't find here. It's the 7 of Cups, and you guys know I read it as none of these options are viable, which is why the 8 of Cups comes and we walk away to find the 9th cup, right? And the 10 of Cups is here. So quite frankly, I feel like somebody realized that what they're looking for isn't where they're at, or somebody found what it is they're looking for, which got them to, in retrospect, better understand what it is they walked away from before. Like some people could have maybe still been struggling with why things didn't work from the past, or why they didn't get what it was they expected or wanted from these cups when they engaged them at the time. Yes, they walked away from them, but still kind of stuck on the why nots, or how come it couldn't have been. And then this cup comes in, which is a reflection of justice and what this person was always trying to find and couldn't, and is now better understanding what these cups were for, meaning not, oh, they were useless and they were shit. Oh, they were all very valuable lessons. They all played a part. It was like realizing that everything you've been through leads you to where you're trying to be. It's a process, collective, is what I keep getting for you guys. The Ruler of Swords, high level understanding of that process, making a decision, the Tower. You're breaking somebody's bubble. This could be what your shadow energy is doing. Your shadow energy could actually be in the King of Swords energy, which is bringing out the truth without any compassion for how somebody feels. Meaning your shadow knows that this truth is going to hurt somebody or haunt somebody. But it's the truth. Your shadow doesn't give a fuck. I mean, that's what I said. Your higher self has the truth and the compassion, which makes it the higher level being. It has the head and the heart. Right now, your shadow only has the head. It doesn't give a fuck. Your shadow wants to use the truth to try to put somebody in their place, make somebody submit. I feel like you're trying to dominate somebody. Your shadow's trying to dominate somebody with the truth. You're bringing in karmic justice with the truth by telling somebody a truth they know that they're trying to keep a secret, or that they avoid or pretend doesn't exist. Oh, fuck. That energy, and the reason why I keep saying that is because I am tapping into the person that this shadow, there's two shadows going head to head here. The problem is one of them is ascended. So this shadow is going to put the fear of God in someone without even having to touch them, by exposing the truth of the darkest places of someone that they try to hide, that they hid, that they don't admit. Problem is this person can't do it to this shadow because the shadow is living in its truth. Shadow's going to go, this shadow's going to go, and what's your point? But then when that shadow then goes and draws up the darkness of this person, they're not going to have that same strength and resonance, because there's going to be a feeling of vulnerability, shame, and nakedness. Somebody's shadow is already running around naked. Somebody else's shadow is afraid to be stripped down. And it looks like somebody is going to get stripped down here. Anyway, the Seven of Coins, the Seven of Cups, and the Seeker of Swords. Somebody is confused at what somebody is watching somebody with the eye here. See? And the Seeker of Swords. And you see how the eye is in the sky here? Somebody is watching somebody and either confused about how they feel. So they're watching somebody and 1 minute they like them and the next minute they don't. 1 minute they trust them and the next minute they don't. Or somebody is confused about what they're like. If somebody's watching you, collective, they're confused about what you're doing, but they don't want to approach you to ask you. There's a reason why they're trying to stay in the shadows. Somebody's observing you and they're trying to determine what you're up to, what you've got going on, why you just did something. Somebody could have watched you on social media and they're trying to figure out why you post that, why you said that, but they don't want to just reach out to you and ask. Somebody's observing you, collective. Four of Swords, Nine of Swords. Somebody is afraid that you're not over something. Somebody is afraid to approach you because they think you're still mad about something, collective, and you very well could be. And if you're not, then I think you're really, really over it. And this person is behind, like they're karmically going through the lessons later than you. The problem is they're too narcissistic to realize that you've already gone through these lessons and moved on. So when this person didn't really give a fuck about what was happening, you were going through these painful lessons, and now that you've overcome the painful lessons, they're now dealing with it. Problem is they think you guys are at the same level, like you guys are par, and you're not. Timeline-wise, you're not. So somebody thinks you're still mad. You either are, or you're totally past it, and this person is like, I'm not sure. Some of you guys are delusional in thinking you're not, that you are over something, and you're not. You're not. Somebody could be telling you that. Somebody is telling you, collective, that you're delusional thinking you're over your ex. Some of you guys thought that you were over your ex or a past situation. You took some time to heal, right? With the Four of Swords, you did take some time to heal. The problem is you thought you were healed and you were done healing when you embarked in another relationship. For some of you, I'm seeing that new person turn around to you and tell you you're delusional if you think that you are over your ex, because you're not. Trust me, I know. That's what this person is saying to some of you, and that could be a really big reality check that you actually aren't over your ex with the Seven of Swords. And I think that it's about trust issues. You're projecting onto somebody all these reasons why you shouldn't trust them, and it's all the reasons why you shouldn't have trusted your ex, and this person is saying that to you. And I feel like it's a bit irritated because you're insulting this person. Like what you're projecting onto them is actually insulting their intelligence, their morals. So somebody is telling you that you're not fit for a relationship, or at least with them, is what I hear them saying. You're not fit to be in a relationship with me. Like, you're not ready. You don't show up the way I do. You're projecting onto me. Somebody's like, well, I've been through this. And somebody's like, well, so have I. Like, I am getting a little bit of an argument, but it's not a really big argument because I don't think these people are super close yet. For whoever I'm tapping into, it was an earlier relationship that gets brought to, it could have only been a couple of weeks or a couple of months, you know? And it just seems like somebody pulls out because it's not that they don't think, they have observed that the person they're trying to date is not ready to. This could even be because they find out they're still talking to their ex or still are triggered. Like for some of you, you realize the person you're talking to isn't over their ex because they get a call or some news about the ex, and their response, it just shows that they're still emotionally involved. For some of you are like, why is this person even calling you about your ex if you're not still connected to them? I don't think they're with them, but I do think they're still connected, meaning whoever called them knew that they would want to know about their ex, whether they were with them or not, right? Energetically, people know what people want to know, especially with regards to gossip, which is why gossip even exists. It feeds things in people, right? Anyway, collective, that is your spread. I'm going to just quickly pull from here. I won't read it, but we'll just pull from the Oracle deck and see what you get. My beautiful Scorpios, thank you. Please like, share, subscribe. Like I said, www.queencup.ca for personal readings when I'm accepting them. But for now, just the frankincense to order it. Okay. And yeah, for daily, weekly content, you can go to Patreon at /queencup. All right. Ooh, that flung out. Fate. I told you guys, there's a bunch of these destined for the collective I'm reading for. There are destined and fated events that are going to occur for the collective, and it's just a matter of, are we in alignment for them? That's it. They're the same things. This is energy that's affecting us all, and it's just a matter of how we're aligned, if we're aligned, you know, what that alignment brings and yields for us all individually. This is fate. Some of you are experiencing fate right now and just need to surrender to the beauty of what's outside of your control, looking at the divine and being like, this is what you've been planning. Think of the Temperance card, the Temperance angel, you know, how we experience patience is having respect and gratitude. Our patience, my patience, I offer it to the divine because they're the ones that run time. Why did God give them time? Because they get to run time because of everything they have to do for us. So they get to dictate when and how and all that. Not how, but they get to dictate the timing because we can't do it without them. And they handle what we cannot see. Therefore, they know how much time is required to get things done. So you guys are going to experience or are currently experiencing the work of the divine. So embrace that, explore that, and be like, holy shit, this is what you were doing? Your angels will dance around you and clap and kiss you and say yes. Connect with them deeply. Experience their purpose as being guardians. A lot of their purpose is bringing in these destined and fated events. They love us. The divine. Reclaim and ask body and soul work. Yeah, a lot of us in the collective are doing soul work that's actually linked to our body, coming into union with our body, needing to reclaim our body from sexual trauma, which gets us to not eat healthy and disassociate ourselves with our body so we don't treat our body well and all these kind of things, okay? Anyways, reclaiming also your body image. Okay, I was tapping into some people who were really struggling with body image issues and the social pressures surrounding their body, and it was getting, so society was getting them not to love their body just the way it is, meaning I'll only love my body if I look a certain way or if I'm a certain weight. I don't give a fuck what your body looks like. You could be 300 pounds. You're not going to get healthier and you ain't going to lose no weight if you don't love your body just the way it is. You have to have self-love to even want to make changes to your physical body, collective. So you have to love yourself where you're at, even if you ain't happy with where you're at, because that love is going to fuel you want to do better for yourself. Anyways, collective, I don't know why all of a sudden I got emotional. Scorpio, your reading was very, a lot. I felt fiery. I felt emotional. I felt telepathic connections with you guys. I felt the magician energy. Anyways, I've got to pee now, so we're going to wrap this. All right. Like, share, subscribe. And until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.